Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Melina and today I'm going to be going over my winter favorites, so let's get into it. Normally I do this type of topic on my blog, but this time I decided to switch it up and put it on my channel. I normally do about 4 of these a year, so I have one for the spring, one for the summer, one for the winter, one for the fall. And today we are starting our first one of the year and we're doing our winter favorites. I did a skincare routine video about a month ago or two, and I will link it somewhere in this video. But I do want to talk about a moisturizer that I've been using recently that I've fallen in love with. Not only is it affordable, but my skin loves it. I have extremely dry and sensitive skin, so it's hard for me to find a moisturizer that really moisturizes my face the way it needs to be moisturized. This was recommended to me from one of my blogger friends, Clea, and so I was super excited to use it because we have similar face types. I'm talking about the Neutrogena Hydro Gel in the extra dry version. I've been using this for probably 2 months now and I really like it. Like I said, it absorbs quickly, it doesn't feel heavy on the skin, it really makes my face feel moisturized and there's no irritation anywhere. My skin loves it. I highly recommend it and it's really affordable. I got this on sale I think for like $15 if I'm not mistaken on their website. I don't know if the sale is still up, but just know that you can get it around that price point. The second thing I want to talk about is not necessarily a skincare product, but it is something that helps my skincare routine. Again, this is something I started using in the last 2 months after I made my skincare routine video, and it's one of these little face scrubbers. It has like little slight ridges on one side and a little bit of like a more aggressive exfoliant type on the other. I have, like I said, extremely sensitive skin, and I was definitely hesitant on using a little rubber scrubber like the one that's like this one. But since I've been using it, I feel like my cleanser has been able to get deep into my skin and really give me that deep cleanse without irritating my skin. You can get these on Amazon. I got a pack of 2 for like $8, I believe. They're really affordable, and you could use these for a long time. It's not like it's gonna create bacteria. Not like it's gonna collect bacteria, and so it's just a really helpful product to use, especially if you have oilier skin or just you're having a little bit of trouble of cleaning your skin as deeply as you should. It has little like these little finger thing, so it's super easy to use. I love it. Definitely recommend. So I do want to talk about a cleanser I've been using recently. I've been really enjoying it. It is the Dermalogica, what is it, Special Cleansing Gel. I do really like this. I didn't know if it was going to be meant for my skin, which tends to be the problem. A lot of cleansers I feel like are meant for people with oilier skin and not people who have extremely dry skin, or at least maybe I've been purchasing the wrong ones. But this cleanser, when I'm using it with my little face scrubber, is so good. It's really gentle. My skin does not feel that tightness that sometimes happens when I use a cleanser that's too strong for my face, overly drying. And it's cleans my face really well. It doesn't have any like really harmful product. Like I've been looking at the ingredient list and the ingredient list is very good. I have never tried Dermalogica products. This is my first one, but it's such a good first experience that I'm probably going to look into some of their other products and see what else they have. I haven't used that many makeup products in the winter, but there are 2 products that stood out to me that I have been using consistently and I've just fallen in love with. The first product is something that was sent to me, so I did not purchase this myself. It is the Tom Ford Ultra Shine Lip Color in the shade 3. So the packaging is beautiful. It has this beautiful gold packaging with white paint on the side. It feels very luxe, very heavy, but that's not why I love it. I feel like this product is a mix between a lipstick, a lip balm, and a lip gloss. It gives you a nice shine without the stickiness. It really hydrates your lips, but then at the same time it has, so this is the color. It has beautiful pigment. So this is the shade on my, oops. It has beautiful, oops, let me just get comfortable again. It has beautiful pigment. I love it. I don't know if I would repurchase this only because of the price point, but if you could afford to splurge or you want to splurge on a luxury lipstick, this is it. I love it. It's definitely not like a matte where it's meant to last all day. That's not what I would use it for. I would use it for every day, or if you just want something in place of a lip balm but with color, I definitely recommend these. It's such a beautiful, beautiful lipstick, and I wish I didn't love it, like I said, because it is a very high price point. It's a very it's a very expensive product for what it is. It's a lipstick, you know, but I love it. So the next product I'm going to talk about is something else that I had picked up when I was in Sephora. I was in need of a new concealer, and I was just looking for something new. I just wanted to try something new. Not that there's anything wrong with the concealers I do use, because I love them still both. But I picked up the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. So this is the product. It's a cute little tin. It's in I use the shade 2.5 Creme Brulee, and I love this product, especially with my non-makeup days, like days where I want to have more natural makeup. You will see in probably most of my videos, if you look at the descriptions, I usually have all the products that I have on my face, and I definitely use this product a handful of times in my videos. This product is perfect to just grab a little brush and you put it in any of your trouble spots if you don't want to do foundation, which is what I've been doing a lot. It covers all the dark spots. It is in this cute little pot, which you know you are going to use every drop of your product versus the components that concealers are normally in. With the wands, there's always product left on the bottom, which is so frustrating when you're spending so much money on a luxury makeup company, or just anything that's expensive. Like they're not cheap. And so for you to be able to use a product where you're going to use everything inside the product, everything inside the component is amazing. The shade match is really good for me. I mean, this is literally my winter shade, so I don't know what I'm going to do in the summer. I mean, I guess I could use it as a highlight concealer. But I really, really, really love it. I think I will continue to repurchase this. I do think it's a little drying, so make sure you hydrate underneath if you do have dry skin. But if not, you will not have any issues with this. It looks flawless, literally like your skin. It's not heavy. It's so nice. I love it. Okay, so I wanted to talk about my TV movie section, which I normally do. There are two TV shows that definitely stuck out to me during this winter season. The first one is The Undoing. It's so good. It's an HBO limited series, which me and my mom have been super into recently. We've been watching anything that's like 10 episodes or less. So it's cool because it's kind of like a long movie. You get a lot of information and the action and everything, but it's not like you're going through seasons of episodes. So you're not going through seasons worth of episodes. It's kind of like a psychological mystery. I don't want to give too much away, but it's about this woman who is a psychiatrist, and her husband is being accused of murder. And it's just really good because obviously she's going back in her head, like how could she have not known? Is he really a killer? Like, is he not a killer? Like, what's going on? Her whole life is uprooted. It's just so good. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's like 7 episodes or 8 episodes, so you could finish it in one day on a weekend if you have the time. Very good. The other show I want to talk about is Bridgerton. It's a show that came up towards the end of December, but it's so good. I'm not one for historical pieces, historical dramas, anything like that, or at least I thought I wasn't until I watched this show. The first thing you need to know is that this show is produced and made by Shonda Rhimes. That means drama. That means it's going to be epically told. I knew from the moment I knew that it was her show, I wanted to watch it. And I was not disappointed. It takes place during a time where there's kings and queens and dukes and duchesses. And so as one of the main characters, who's a female, she goes through a courting phase where she has to court these men so she could become of importance. You know, at that time period, you weren't important unless you were married or attached to a man. And so coming from a family of honor, it was a lot of pressure for her, being the first female in her family, to try to like snag themselves an appropriate man. And her family was very blessed because her parents were actually in love. It was not a business transaction, so to say. And so she wanted the same thing. And so she goes through the series looking for her person, and it's just so good. The soundtrack is amazing. The plot is good. The actors are good. It has drama and romance, and it's not an action at all. So if you're into actions and you're not really into like cutesy drama romances, it's not for you. But it's very, very good, and I think they're getting a second season, but it's on Netflix and I highly recommend it. The final TV show I want to mention is Ink Master. It's not a new show. It's something that me and my sister have been watching for years, but recently over the winter break, or over the winter in general, we have decided to rewatch the episodes from season 1. There's something so entertaining about watching people create art, and tattoos are so like, it's such a skill set that not everyone has, and to see it be put in a time crunch where they have to make it under extreme like pressure, it's cool to be like, oh, they designed it so well, or oh, the lines are great, or the design is ugly, and it's just fun. And it's great to look at our favorites and people who we've known have done well. It's cool to see them again rewatching it. So I think we're on season 3 or 4 now, but we're really enjoying it. They have the first 2 seasons on Netflix, and if you have a cable subscription, you could definitely just go on the Paramount app and just watch them for free too. That's what we're doing now because we finished the first 2 seasons from Netflix. There's one more thing I do want to mention, and it's a movie. It came out on Disney Plus, I believe, for Christmas. I think it was on Christmas it came out, and it's called Soul. I feel like most of the time when I watch Pixar films, I don't know what to expect. I feel like they don't give me enough in the trailers. I just feel like the trailers usually underwhelm me, and it's kind of nice to feel underwhelmed going into a movie because then you're so pleasantly surprised when it's so phenomenal. The movie I don't want to give too much away. Just like everything else, it really follows a guy who's in love with music, and when unforeseen circumstances happens, he kind of learns to appreciate life again. It's really, and I don't, like I said, I'm not going to give too much away, but it was so good. If you have Disney Plus or you know someone who has Disney Plus, definitely just watch it. It's so good. It's worth every minute. It's something I want to rewatch again to see what I catch and I missed the first time because they did such a good job, just like always. And again, I feel like with every movie, you always wonder, how are they going to improve the drawing, the animation? And they do it every time. The details in the hair and the clothes, it's just so cool. I mean, I'm such a nerd for stuff like that, like to see how they improve the art, but it's so good. Everything is so good. The plot was good, the acting was good, the animation was amazing. I mean, it's only getting better and better. I've never had a bad thing to say about Disney or Pixar's animation in the first place. So good. 10 out of 10. I love it. So good. Probably one of my favorite movies of 2020 definitely was Soul, and it happened at the end of 2020. So now I want to get into the lifestyle section, and I want to talk about a few things I've been loving just in my day-to-day life. The first thing has been boba tea. My best friend went to Texas for the Air Force recently, and she has an obsession with boba. And right before she left, I had gotten boba, and I've gotten it before with her a few times, but I don't know what it was about that time. It was just so good to me and so like so delicious. And so I decided to get it again recently, and it was just so good. It's just something that I would probably treat myself and get more often. I get the taro milk tea flavor with the tapioca bobas because I don't like I don't know what they're called, the little juicy ones. They're gross to me. They're so nasty. I don't even like them in like frozen yogurt, which they used to put them in as well. They're just like, ugh, so gross. But I love the taro milk tea one. I also have tried the passion fruit milk tea, which I also have enjoyed, and the mango, and it's also very good. I feel like I'm not very picky. I don't know. They've all been really good, the ones that I've tried. If you haven't tried boba, and some people call it bubble tea, it's so good. I definitely recommend it. It's definitely, some of them are an acquired taste. Like I feel like taro milk tea is not for everyone. It's very like subtle in flavor, but it's just so good. It's so good. I don't even know what else to say. So good. Okay, the second lifestyle thing that I want to talk about is kind of a weird one, but I do want to mention it. I've been drinking oat milk a lot, and not any oat milk. I've been drinking Oatly. We've gone through like a few brands, and we haven't fallen in love with any of them as much as we've fallen in love with Oatly. It is one of the best oat milks I've ever had. I do have some milk intolerance to some extent. Like I definitely do still eat my cheeses and milks and stuff, but there's certain things that just really upset my stomach, or they really bloat me up, and sometimes it's just not worth it. And so recently my parents recently I've made the switch to putting oat milk in my smoothies, in my coffee, in all the little things that I could change easily without tasting the difference. I've been changing it and it's made a big difference. We had a moment where we were putting oat milk in smoothies every single night. Instead of having like a dinner, we will have a nice heavy smoothie, or as a dessert, we'll drink the smoothie, and it's just so good. You don't even taste the difference actually, and you would think you would. But it tastes very similar to like a normal smoothie. I wouldn't know the difference except for the fact that it doesn't bloat me up. Like, it's just satisfying without the bloat. Super good. Finally, I want to talk about 3 games that I've been playing on my Switch recently. I have it upside down. On my Switch recently. They have been really, really helpful to keep these winter months chugging. One of the games is Pikmin 3. For those of you who don't know, Pikmin is an old game that came out for the original GameCube, so this is very nostalgic for me. And for Christmas, my brother got me Pikmin 3, so I've been playing it nonstop, and it's been so much fun because it has a lot of the qualities that are in the original Pikmin, but at the same time, it has added on things to make it exciting still. Very good. The second game I'm going to talk about is actually not a new game at all, but a game that I recently bought for my Switch, and it's Super Mario Sunshine. This again came out for the GameCube, which was like definitely a very, like I said, a very nostalgic moment in my life where I was playing all the games on the GameCube. And recently they had a bundle where they had a lot of older Mario games, and you could buy them for the for one price. So I got them, and that's the one I'm playing right now, and it's so fun. I actually never owned Super Mario Sunshine myself. I used to go to my cousin's house all the time and just play the games, and it was just like, I remember it being so fun, and I never even beat the game myself. It was just me doing one level here, one level there, and we're just playing it together. And so it's been really nice for me to actually play the game myself, and it's still super challenging considering that this game came out 2005-ish. I mean, off the top of my head, that's what I would say, and it's such a good game. Very, very good. If you're into Mario games and you haven't played some of the classics, this bundle comes with Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. So if you haven't played those and you own a Switch and you want to, I definitely would recommend checking out this bundle. I know it's a limited time bundle, it's not for forever. The final game I want to talk about is Phoenix Rising? I always forget how to pronounce it. I have pictures, obviously, all coming up on the sides. But it's so good. It's kind of like Breath of the Wild in a mythology plotline. You're a character, you get to customize your character, and you're going to save the gods from a titan. And it's really, really good. It's an open map game where you collect, obviously, armor, and you do side missions, and you have so many things to do in this map. I've literally been playing for 10 hours and I haven't even saved my first god, which is a little embarrassing to say, but I just adventure a lot into a lot of the side things. But it's really, really good. It's actually on sale right now, so if you're watching this, I definitely recommend checking it out if you're interested. And yeah, I think that's it. I actually talked about a lot of things, but it feels like it went by quicker than I anticipated. So